Good morning, everyone. This is Matt Tour. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be discussing some of our multi-year rate guarantee annuities. We've got a really good selection of short-term products and got some fantastic rates available in most of the country right now. We also have a really strong short-term indexed annuity. I'll be going over that information during the webinar today. If you do have any questions along the way, be sure to get those asked online. I'll be glad to discuss those with you. And we'll look forward to the information we're going to be giving out today. And first thing we'll be discussing is a referral program. I know we send out really nice checks every quarter. When you refer an agent to us, you get a $50 referral fee. It gets paid out to you. Then once the individual writes business, you get a 20 basis point override on their production for as long as you are active with the company. So great way for you to earn some additional dollars. If you have an agent that writes $1 million of production during that year, you will receive $2,000 of cash. So great way to boost your income during the holiday season, and really a nice feature we offer here at IMES. I know we also have our new producer bonuses based on production. And if you do business in the first 60 days of being contracted, you will earn some really nice cash incentives and or other items. I know we have a Ritz-Carlton travel package. We've got the iPad. We've got the seminars. You can choose between Dave Pemper and Matt Gill seminar systems. We also have our Social Security turnkey lead program. We also have our marketing reimbursement for $2,000 towards leads, and that through the end of this year, we actually will reimburse 100% of your cost if it's directly related to leads. So a great way for you to earn some nice cash based on that. We help pay for your costs of advertising, so really a nice program there. We also have a great back office support team here at IMES, and we've got Tasia and Josh. They do a great job on social media. They've got good job on other programs. We've also got, of course, the new business team. They help on processing new business, getting it through the system. They follow from the day we get it to the day it's issued, and you get paid on it. I know I just talked to an agent this morning that was very impressed by how quickly she got paid on a case she submitted 2 weeks ago. She got paid within a week. Really a nice turnaround there. I know that Marty and Mackenzie do a great job on getting that business processed and through the channels. So if you do have any questions on a specific case, you can always give the new business team a phone call. They'll be glad to go over that information with you and get you all set up. Of course, we do life and annuity quotes. If you want to look at a comparison on a client who's looking at getting the best income possible in 5 years, we can run up some different examples on that. We've got the paperless contracting. If you want to get signed up with a few of our carriers, you're able to do all that at one time. We can go ahead and get that processed as quickly as possible on that end. So that way you're not waiting around, individual contracts to be completed. You get everything done with one swell swoop. So definitely a great chance to take advantage of our back office support. We've got, of course, great coaches available for the annuities. We've got a great staff here that can help guide you through a specific client, help you get the best program for that client, and help you move forward from there. As I mentioned, our creative team, they do a great job on putting together different advertising campaigns. Maybe you want to do a email blast, maybe do some mailings, maybe get more involved in social media advertising. They've got some great ideas if you want to maybe redo your business logo, do your business cards, maybe redo some stationery. Some great ideas they have on postcards and different things. So if you want to get more involved on that end of it, definitely give Tasia or Josh a call. They'll both be very happy to help you out with different ideas we've run across over the years. We also have some higher end stuff on radio advertising and TV advertising. If that's something you have interest in, you can go ahead and contact them on that. We have opened up a RIA in our office here, so it's a great way if you wanted to get more involved in the security side of the business. If you are looking at taking your Series 65, or if you want to look at some lower expense options based on your clients' investments, it's a great option to take a look at. I just launched a quick poll here. If you would like to get some additional information from our RIA group, includes Charles Hiring Jr., Michael Hansen, and we just hired another lady that works in that department. So if you want to get some individual information on what we offer on the RIA side, maybe you're looking at taking your test this fall or next spring, they can help you, guide you to really good locations to do your studying, your reviews, maybe get signed up with a class where you can take advantage of someone's information they have, that they help you get through that class and pass your test. Really a good combination there. If that's something you have interest in, definitely give Mike a call or Charles. We'll be glad to help you out on that side. We do have a really good wide range of investment opportunities for the clients, and I think it's always good to have all of your avenues covered. So if a client wants to have half their money in the market and have more upside potential, they're not as worried about losses, and then they want to have half their money in an indexed annuity, there's no chance of a loss, then having your RIA or IAR taken care of and working with Charles or Mike would be a great option for you. So if that's something you have interest in, just check off yes on the box here. We're glad to add you to the list. We can go ahead and get your information passed on to those individuals. I will leave this up here for about another 20 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide here shortly. But I think it's a great option for you to really expand your horizons. You hate to have a client go to another advisor, take care of the securities, and that advisor swings them over to themselves on the insurance side or refers someone else that they work with. You end up losing that client. We don't want to see that happen, so that's why we think it's a good idea for you to take full advantage of that situation based on the RIA. We've got a great website. If you haven't been to our IMS website, we actually just revamped it. We've added on some new features. It's a little more agent-friendly right now. You can pick up some great ideas for selling annuities, doing long-term care, doing life insurance. Maybe you want to do some term insurance quotes online. You can do that. You can download a lot of different company forms. Maybe you want to look up an AM Best rating on a company, or maybe you want to download some tax forms. We have a lot of really good links online. You can go to some different state insurance departments. I mean, a lot of good information you can pick up right there off our website. So if you haven't been to our website lately, definitely go on to the www.imsinc.com. We have opened up a larger portion of that where you don't need to sign in. But of course, if you do want to download forms or something like that, you would need to sign into the website and get on board for that. We also have our current annuity rates. I know we just updated the rate sheet effective the 26th of September. So everything is up to date through yesterday. We have added on a couple new products. We just added on a new plan for North American. We just added on Atlantic Coast Life on a rate guarantee. So really some good programs that are take a look at. We've got a retirement analyzer software program. You can work with your clients on figuring out kind of where they stand today on retirement, how much they need to save in the next 5, 10, 15 years to meet their future goals. You can plug in some different situations that come up, maybe a premature death, maybe a nursing home stay, maybe a long hospital stay. You can really plug in some good information there, and that way you can see if they've got the proper coverage for that, make sure they're covered for their funeral. You can do a lot of different stuff on this software. So if that's something you have interest in, you definitely talk to Marcus in the office. He's a great go-to on these, and it should be really a nice overall software program you can take advantage of. It is free for you as one of our producing agents, and Marcus would be more than happy to go over those details with you. We are offering one more Life and Annuity Academy this year. We do have one coming up in November. It's November the 1st through the 3rd. It's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know we do these about 3 times a year now. It's really a nice all-expense-paid program that we put forth. I know we typically bring in about 40 agents per meeting, and you pick up a lot of good sales concepts, a lot of great information on expanding your life and annuity clientele. We've got some great speakers coming in. We bring in some of our top producing agents that have different systems they use in the field. They'll be discussing those. Of course, you bring in Dave Pimper, our sales coach. We bring in some different home office personnel will be speaking at the meeting. We are going to be holding this at the Athene home office in Des Moines, Iowa. If that's something you do have interest in attending, mark off yes on the poll I just launched. We've got some great turnkey seminar systems if you have interest in that. We've got some great one-on-one presentations. We'll be going over some large case life cases. We'll be discussing some ideas on wealth transfer, single premium life. I mean, we go over a lot of good information at these meetings. It is all expense paid. We take care of your travel, your lodging, your food. Everything is taken care of across the board. Really a nice program we put on for the agents. And I think it'd definitely be worth your time to take a look at attending some of our meetings. I think it'd be a great program to take advantage of and really expand your horizons on that end. So if that's something you have interest in, mark off yes on this. I'll leave this poll up for about another 20 seconds. Again, we do have one coming up in November. Our next meeting probably will not be until the beginning of 2018, probably sometime in March or April. And hopefully we can really advance you to the next level of production based on these features. So definitely worth your time. If you have interest in coming out here in November, definitely mark off yes. We'll be glad to bring you out. I'll go ahead and close that up here. We're going to be going over about 5 or 6 different companies here in the next few minutes. We'll be discussing some of the current features they offer on their annuities. I know we've got some really strong fixed rates we're offering through IMES right now. I know we've seen a number of clients going to the fixed rates based on some of the guaranteed rates being offered here at the end of 2017. We've got some great features that are included. Maybe your client wants a plan that's available at age 90. Maybe they don't have as much money to invest. We've got some companies we can look at some lower investment dollars. We got some high age group options. Really a nice combination there based on some of the different features some of these companies are offering. We'll go ahead and get started with Sentinel Life, very strong multi-rate guarantee product. You've got a 5-year, a 7-year, and a 10-year option. Current 5-year rate's at 3.15. The 7-year rate is at 3.30. 10-year rate at 3.4. Those are available in most states, those interest rates we discussed. Florida and Minnesota have their own lineup of interest rates. They're available in those states. This plan is available up to age 90. It does have different riders you can add on for different features. Maybe you want to add on an interest-only withdrawal. Maybe you want to add on a 10% free withdrawal. Or if you want to add on a full death benefit, there's different riders you can add on to this policy. So Some good features there. You can see some of the costs based on the different riders you can add on. The RMD is a 16 basis point cost. The full death benefit is 0.35%. If you want to take a 10% free withdrawal starting in the second year, that is an 8 basis point charge. As I mentioned, it is available to age 90 in most states it is available in. The minimum deposit is $2,500, and this plan is available in about 20 states. So if you have a client you're looking at getting a really good fixed rate on, and they don't need the money, and they just want to leave it in there for growth, Sentinel is really a great direction to head in. Athene has a very strong product. It's a flexible premium multi-rate guarantee. Rates are a little bit lower than Sentinel, but you're looking at an A-rated carrier versus a B-plus rated carrier. Athene, as I mentioned, is flexible premium. You've got a 3-year product at a 1.4 rate. You've got a 5-year product at a 230 rate, actually 245, and then you have a 7-year contract rate at 255. These plans are available up to age 83 in a 5- and 7-year chassis. If you look at the 3-year contract, that is available to age 85. This is a more inclusive plan. It comes with a full death benefit. As I mentioned, it is flexible premium. It's one of the very few flexible premium fixed rate annuities we offer. There is an interest-only option for withdrawals, and this plan does have trail commission. So if you want to get set up on the trail commission, this Athene contract is a great direction to head in. It has an enhanced liquidity rider you can add on, which enhances the free withdrawals. You got a confinement waiver, you have a terminal illness waiver, and you also have an RMD waiver based on this contract. The enhanced withdrawal benefit gets the withdrawals up to 10% starting the second year, and really is a nice feature you're going to add on to that policy. So that's something you definitely have an option with based on that Athene contract. Atlantic Coast Life, this is the company I included in my email yesterday. Some of the rates they're offering. They have a simple interest rate product called the Safe Harbor. They also have a compounded interest rate product called the Safe Haven. The Safe Harbor is mainly geared towards accumulation. There's not free withdrawals available on this, and it does have a death benefit rider you can add on for a full death benefit. As you can take a look at the interest rates, it offers a 4.25 first-year rate on a 5-year chassis, years 2 through 5. The rate's going to be at 3.25. Maybe your client wants to go out longer term. You got a 10-year rate. You got a 5.05 first-year rate, 4.05 years 2 through 10. A great combination right now. This plan is available age 90. If you wanted the compounded interest rates with more withdrawal features, they do have the Safe Haven contract. Rates are a little bit lower, but they are compounded. So you have a 4% first-year rate, 3% renewal on the 5-year chassis. On the 10-year chassis, you're looking at 4.40 first year, 3.4 years 2 through 10. On that Safe Haven, you can add on a interest withdrawal. You can do the preferred 10% withdrawals, and you can also add on the death benefit. So nice program there. And Atlantic Coast also just introduced a fantastic short-term indexed annuity. It's a 5-year contract. It has a fixed interest bucket that has a 3.15% rate guaranteed for all 5 years. So if you put part of your money's clients in that bucket, your client has going to be a 3.15% return for the next 5 years. You also have a choice of an annual point-to-point S&P cap or a monthly point-to-point S&P cap. The current rates on that is 6% on the annual. You got a monthly averaging cap at 6, and you also have a monthly cap at 2.25. Really strong rates on that plan. Fantastic on a 5-year chassis. You got the free withdrawal options also. You got the 10% free withdrawal, cumulative interest fee withdrawals, and also the full accumulation at death withdrawal rider options available on that plan. So if you're looking for a way above average cap rate with a way above average fixed rate on a 5-year chassis, this Atlantic Coast Safe Anchor is a very difficult plan to beat right now. So definitely keep that one on hand. American Equity, if you're looking for just a straight fixed rate contract where you can add an income rider onto the plan, American Equity is a great option to go with right now. They do have their Rate Shield 10 Plus. It has a 1.65% rate. It is available to age 80. You do have the lifetime income benefit riders. We have a bonus of 5% on all first year premiums. And the Income Shield, which is the rider name, has a 8.5% simple interest rate roll up. It does roll up for up to 20 years. And it does have a fee involved at 1%. So if your client wants to go with a fixed rate contract that has an income rider option, it definitely would be a good option to go with. I just launched another quick poll here. If you would like to receive licensing, I can get you some licensing over to you. You can get licensed up with any of the companies we've discussed here this morning. We've got American Equity, we have the Atlantic Coast Life, we have Athene, we have Equitrust. We have a lot of different options for you. You can go ahead and get licensed with as many carriers as you would like at one time. You would just circle the company name you want to get licensed with, and you would go ahead and fill out the licensing, just one set of paperwork, and you would be good to go from that point forward. So definitely a good opportunity to get licensed up with more than one carrier. If that's something you have interest in doing, we can go ahead and get you set up on that end. We do have some other carriers, of course, that do offer some rate guarantees. I know North American right now has their guaranteed choice contract. North American is an A+ rated carrier. If your client has a pretty decent sum of money, say $200,000 or more, you've got a 2.7% interest rate on a 5-year. You've got an 8-year at 285, and you have a 10-year at 305. So we can get you above 3% on a 10-year rate guarantee with an A+ rated carrier. You just have to go with North American in order to get that taken care of. Oxford Life is another good choice. They're A-rated carrier. They've got a 5-year rate at 260. They've got an 8-year rate at 315. And they do have a $20,000 minimum deposit on that contract. And you do have 10% available starting in the 2nd year. So some great features there with Oxford Life. We do have a couple other carriers that do go to shorter terms on the index side. And if that's something you have interest in, I know we have a 6-year rate contract through. Great American has a 6-year contract on the index side. We also carry American Equity. They've got a 6-year on the index side. So we do have some different options on that. Equitrust has a very strong multi-rate guarantee called the Certainty Select. It does have a 3-year, 5, 6, 8, and 10-year options on the rate guarantees. 3-year rate at 2, 5-year at 250, a 8-year at 275, and a 10-year at 3. You do have interest-only option withdrawals on this. You do have a full death benefit built into the contract, and it does pay a very strong commission at 3% up to age 80. That's on the 5 through 10-year contracts. And then you've got a 2.25% based on an 81 to 90-year-old. So if you have an older individual, say they're 88 years of age, you want to look at the 10-year rate at 3, you're still going to get paid a 2.25% compensation. So very strong combination with the Equitrust. We see a lot of MYG business going that direction. I do appreciate you being on this morning, and if you do have interest in getting Any additional information on any of the companies we discussed, I will be calling everyone after the meeting here today. If you want me to forward you on any specific brochures, if you want to get some licensing for a specific company, I'd be glad to get that over to you. We are offering our Boulders trip. Qualification does run through the end of 2017. The trip itself is going to be in February of 2018, the 25th and the 28th. Should be a fantastic time there in Arizona. It's at Scottsdale. And I know the weather in Arizona in February is a lot better than it's going to be in Nebraska in February. So should be a really good time to get away from your cold winter conditions, get down to Arizona, play some golf, go swimming, go hiking. They have a lot of different options available for you there in Scottsdale. So hopefully we can see a number of you there in Arizona. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Appreciate your time with me this morning. If you do want to watch a recorded version of this, I will forward that to you here later today. You will have the about a 25 to 30 minute presentation here and be able to rewatch this if you wish. If you want to get a quote on a specific individual, give me a call. I'd be glad to do a quote on a rate guarantee. Maybe look at a quote on that short-term Atlantic Coast Life annuity. A lot of really strong features there for you. Otherwise, everyone have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye now.